Going to school almost every day of the week can sure be a drag. Interacting with your favourite teachers, on the other hand, can really help pass time when you're at school. Unfortunately, there are always those few teachers that make your life a living hell. Today, we look at the 10 worst teachers of all time. Let's get golden. Assault on special needs. A teacher attacked a special needs pupil with a Pritt stick, making his hand bleed. Linda May injured a 12-year-old boy after he hit his desk in anger while he was using his glue, it was alleged. She took the Pritt stick and hit out at him, leaving his thumb bleeding. The teacher apologised after hitting him and denied assault causing actual bodily harm and common assault. Drunken teaching. California teacher Tonya Neff was arrested for allegedly teaching her class while drunk. Neff, 47, was arrested after school administrators contacted police to tell them that Neff was showing signs of being intoxicated on campus at Toro Canyon Middle School in the town of Thermal in Southern California. When police arrived, Neff was being treated by the school nurse. Police believe she had taken prescription pills in combination with alcohol. Because of her condition, Neff was taken to hospital for treatment before being booked into jail. She faces possible felony charges of child endangerment. The school said that there was never a threat to Neff's students and that she had now been placed on leave from the school, where she has been teaching for under a year. McDonald's job applications. The teacher who attached McDonald's job applications to failed tests. I can't decide if this is bad or good teaching, but at least it's motivating. This teacher decided to attach job applications for McDonald's to the failed tests from her students. Still not sure if she is trolling or serious. Teacher picks on deaf student. A deaf student tells the story of how his teacher removed his 2 hearing aids and forced him to sit alone in the hallway on Reddit. Unaware from right or wrong, the student never lashed out against his teacher. Because of this, the punishment occurred several times in 1988 and was only discovered when the student's best friend told his parents. The teacher, whom was known by the name of Mrs. Barron, was known to cause distress to students through different forms of verbal abuse. Luckily, the Reddit user got his revenge through winning a writing contest with a fictional story about an evil fighter pilot, the Red Baron, who got shot down. Teacher abuses dyslexic student. Another Reddit user faces abuse from a teacher after recalling a time his teacher locked him in a cupboard for allegedly cheating. The student was apparently dyslexic, and at a time where dyslexia was unknown to the general public, verbal and physical harassment was at an all-time high. With all this negativity, there had to be some positive light to this story. Well, there is. This 9-year-old student was gifted at mathematics and completed his arithmetic test before all his peers. He took it to the teacher's desk only to be told he must have cheated, since all his answers were somehow correct. He was locked in a cupboard with a new set of questions and again received full marks. The teacher was furious. She insisted he was cheating and rewarded him with a serious beatdown. Students forced to eat on floor. 15 fifth graders at Charles Sumner Elementary in New Jersey were forced to eat on the gymnasium floor as a punishment for spilling some water. African and Hispanic students filled the school with about an equal amount of people from each group. Tensions were high between the groups, especially after the school's African American vice president apparently took sides when he gave out the unwarranted punishment to 15 kids, which unsurprisingly were all Hispanic. One teacher even tried helping the Hispanic students by telling them to tell their parents of the incident, but in the end was fired for speaking out of line. The dismissed teacher received a $75,000 settlement, and 7 of the students' parents won a jaw-dropping $500,000 legal settlement. Teacher feeds students sperm cookies. A deranged Los Angeles 3rd grade teacher routinely blindfolded his students and forced them to eat cookies laced with his semen. His behaviour was finally exposed in 2012 and a $140 million settlement was paid to victims. 63-year-old Mark Burnt had been teaching for 30 years and was discovered when a photo pharmacy clerk called police to report bondage-style pictures of blindfolded kids, which Mark had brought in to develop. Investigators found nearly 800 photos, some dating back to the early 80s. The pictures showed blindfolded kids eating semen from a spoon, eating sperm-laced cookies, and being made to have roaches crawl on them. In the 90s, Mark was accused of masturbating in front of his students, but no action was taken thanks to the school district reportedly covering for him when dozens of accusations surfaced. Lap dance. Two teachers who gave a lap dance during a school event saw the video go viral. The kids were calling it Two Teachers, One Chair, and it has all the makings of a YouTube hit. But school administrators and parents were hard-pressed to find humour in a graphic lap dance caught on video between two teachers at a spirit rally in Churchill High School in Winnipeg. The two teachers, one of whom was identified by students as a physical education instructor, Christy Fincher, had been sent home without pay after the spirit dance before 100 students, some as young as 13 years old. The routine began with the female teacher, sporting pigtails, seated on a chair with her legs spread and hips gyrating. Bumping beats played in the background, and the male teacher approached between her legs, his hips swiveling to the beat. Self-made sex tape. A class of 5th graders in California got a shocking crash course on the birds and the bees courtesy of their teacher, Crystal DeFanti, and an X-rated home video she accidentally included in a DVD of classroom memories. The error was not caught until after the DVDs were distributed to the students and their families. Parents from Sacramento say the woman is a good teacher but made an honest but embarrassing mistake. The offending DVD starts with a menu screen that displays various school trips and functions. Click on one of them and you see kids in a classroom sharing stories. They then start clapping and the video suddenly cuts to sex. The teacher called one family's home the day after the DVD was sent and apologised profusely, asking the man and his wife to call every parent they knew to stop their kids from seeing the DVD too. The local school district is investigating the case, but it is unlikely that the teacher, who is well liked and respected, will lose her job. Teacher orders hit on student. A Florida teacher was fired in 2013 after she encouraged 6 students to attack a classmate who talked back to her. Drew DeHart was fired from her position at Northport K-8 school after surveillance footage confirmed she'd ordered the attack on Radravius Williams with the help of 6 bullies. DeHart was heard telling Radravius that she has her 8th grade boys on him and that he wasn't so tough now. Captured surveillance footage shows the bullies pick Radravius up and carry him by the neck to DeHart's classroom where he is forced to apologise. Looks like we've got some child soldiers in the making there. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay golden!